Australia is an arid continent with 2/3 of its area occupied by desert or semi-desert. Of the remaining third, it is only the eastern and southwestern areas of the country where rainfall is adequate to support a vegetation that significantly protects the land surface. Queensland, on the northeastern coast, experiences tropical and subtropical climatic conditions. Summer temperatures are high, with average temperatures in January reaching 82 degrees Fahrenheit on the coast and a scorching 99 degrees Fahrenheit inland, while winters are mild and sunny, with July temperatures ranging from 68 degrees Fahrenheit in the south to 79 degrees Fahrenheit in the north.
Oh, that's sensational.
During the summer, Queensland experiences monsoon rainfall with spectacular electrical storms, particularly along the coastal areas. Rainfall and humidity show a persistent decline from the coast to the interior, with the narrow coastal zone receiving from 30 to 60 inches annually, declining to only 5 or 6 inches in the arid southwest. In recent decades, the climate, formerly a handicap, has been turned to an advantage. Under the self-proclaimed title of the Sunshine State, Queensland has benefited greatly from the rapid growth in tourism, attracted by the sun, sea and sand. If birdwatching isn't your first priority when you arrive, the area also has many other attractions, not least its water sports and sunning yourself on the beach. But due to the proximity of excellent birdwatching sites around Brisbane and the Gold Coast, it makes an excellent base for a family holiday. However, the sun in the southern hemisphere burns fiercer than in the northern hemisphere. Therefore, care should be taken to make sure sufficient sunblock or sunscreen is used to protect your skin from the fierce heat of the sun. And wear a hat whenever possible. The city's great character, vibrant personality and friendly people will definitely charm you. Here you'll find a good selection of restaurants, entertainment and nightlife, as well as many parks and gardens which thrive in the semi-tropical climate. Heading away from the coastline, one of the best birdwatching sites is the Brisbane Forest Park, which covers much of the Dangular Range, a series of deeply dissected hills, and provides a spectacular backdrop to the northwestern suburbs. The park is an outstanding place to go birdwatching, and it would take some time to explore the area thoroughly, as it encompasses Brisbane City Council reserves, national parks and state forests stretching over 25 kilometres in length. We will look at some of the best places to visit within the park. Samford State Forest is actually separated from the main park but located next to Samford on the outskirts of Brisbane and is easy to reach. In the southeastern corner of the forest are picnic facilities with several tracks leading to an area of tall eucalypts where birds such as the laughing kookaburra and black-faced cuckoo shrike can be seen with ease. Jolly's Lookout and Boombana National Parks near Mount Nebo both have picnic facilities, and Jolly's Lookout in particular attracts many people at weekends due to its panoramic views of the Samford Valley and Moreton Bay. The 4-kilometre walking track linking the two sites passes through tall, wet eucalypt forest and rainforest. Along the way you should see many birds, including brown cuckoo dove and yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Myala National Park is one of the most northerly parks within the Brisbane Forest Park and is the best place to go if you want to see a wide variety of rainforest birds. The park's subtropical rainforests, the nearest of their type to Brisbane, are extremely beautiful. From the picnic ground, walking tracks lead past the massive buttressed trunks of yellow carabines and through groves of tall pica bean palms into the cool, dark interior of the rainforest, where vines, ferns and strangler figs abound. Visitors to Myala can be assured of many hours of exciting birding. You can expect to see Pacific bazza and eastern yellow robin in and around the park. There are probably few birders in Australia who have not heard of Lamington National Park. One of Australia's best-known reserves, it protects the most significant area of undisturbed subtropical rainforest remaining in the southeast of the state. Covering over 200 square kilometres, the park sports 2 comfortable lodges, camping and picnic areas, and some fine mountain scenery with hundreds of waterfalls. Lamington is an ideal place for a holiday. The varied vegetation supports a rich avifauna, and about 150 species of birds have been recorded in the reserve, including Albert's lyrebird. O'Reilly's Guest House, located in the fresh mountain air of the northwestern corner of Lamington National Park, is well known to birdwatchers within Australia and overseas. The O'Reillys have been welcoming people into their mountain home for over 80 years. The excellent facilities cater for all your needs, included guided tours led by experts on the native flora and fauna. And it makes a good base for exploring over 150 kilometres of walking tracks in the park. Many species can be found near or around the guest house area, but the stars of the show are undoubtedly the satin bowerbirds. The glossy blueback males are unmistakable, as well as the fascinating structures that they build, which are often richly decorated with numerous bright blue objects such as plastic pegs, straws and bottle tops. In the outback, Queensland is still in many ways a frontier country, changed little from what the explorers found more than a century ago. A trip to the outback is a fascinating experience, with its starkly beautiful scenery, prolific wildlife, national parks, amazing sunsets, opal fields, rodeos and more. One bizarre event that takes place at the Parrow racetrack near Yulo in southwest Queensland is the World Championship Lizard Races, which are held every August. But of more interest to birders are the emus found in the area. An organised tour is the safest way to see the outback with an experienced local guide. Should you decide to hire a vehicle and venture into the outback by yourself, care should be exercised when travelling in the arid areas inland, as many of the lakes and watercourses marked on maps are not a permanent source of water. Travellers should advise police or other responsible authorities of their destination and check in when you reach your destination. Always carry extra supplies of petrol, food and water. In the event of a breakdown, stay close to your vehicle. Do not attempt to walk for help in extremely dry, hot conditions, as the nearest homestead could be more than 200 kilometres away. The best time to travel in outback Queensland is between April and October, before the annual rains. Most main highways in outback Queensland are sealed. Other roads are usually unsealed or composed of dirt, sand or gravel. Few roads in this part of Queensland are fenced, and livestock, kangaroos and emus are often a hazard on the roads. Australia has its share of harmful and dangerous animals. Therefore, care must be taken in outback and wild areas. Due to the immense size of Australia, even concentrating on a small part of Queensland, such as Brisbane, it is impossible to see everything during a brief stay. Even resident birders can spend a lifetime sampling everything that this timeless sunshine paradise can offer, and still feel that it has much more to reveal.